Hello? Hiya. No, stop. I am doing pole dancing classes today. It's not the point that they're pole dancing classes. The point is I am doing something. I'm doing a hobby outside the house, which encompassed or meant me signing up for it, paying for the ticket and going, I'm doing that. And I'm actually doing it. I do that a lot where I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna do that. And then I'll like screenshot it or save it on my Google and it'll be there like for the next 3 months. And I'll be like, I really should do that. Like in terms of yoga on the beach, I've been dying to. And I've been like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that ticket now. Never did it, you know, that kind of way. Like, so this time around I saw that the tickets were up and in that very moment I was like, I'm buying one right now. And that means that I have to go. Not that I have to, but you know what I mean? If I buy the ticket, I'm hardly going to waste the money that I spent on it. Which wasn't a lot, by the way. I feel, anyway, for anything that you think you're going to enjoy or you do enjoy, money shouldn't really be the object, you know? Just like if you need therapy, obviously, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone can afford it. I certainly couldn't have afforded this time last year, but now I can, thankfully. But in terms of therapy, like if you need it and you really are set on like getting better or growing in yourself and you have the money, you're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited. A little bit nervous, obviously, more so for the social aspect as per like what am I going to be wearing in comparison to other people, because the dress code is kind of anything that your skin can grip onto the pole. Same with arms and legs. So yeah, I am going with bicycle shorts and a sports bra. Yeah, like, and I don't know what anyone else is going to be wearing. I really would like to get a pair of shorts, ideally, that I don't feel self-conscious about my stomach in, because I have put on a few pounds. No biggie, don't care. Okay, I do care, but it's not as if, you know I don't look outrageous or anything, or I don't feel like, it's just me, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there's any, like, if I saw another girl that had more weight on than I did, I wouldn't judge her. And I know it's going to be vice versa, like I know it's going to be the same, but I don't feel comfortable in myself, in my body, as much as I have done in the past right now. I wouldn't say I don't feel comfortable. I love my body regardless of how I'm looking, you know. I accept my body more so, regardless of how I look these days. I understand why I've put on weight. I don't mind that I've put on weight. I've enjoyed every bit of food that I've eaten, which is the most important thing. I'd rather have weight on me and be enjoying my food than have no weight on me and have something like I did last year with like the eating disorder. I like feel so silly saying that, but it actually is a recognised eating disorder. It's called ARFID. Been meaning to do a video on that actually, and I am going to. In fact, I also had a video idea last night in bed and I'm trying to think about what it was. Ah yes, ways to work, or like ways I combated work anxiety or social anxiety basically. Didn't really think it was social anxiety, but the more I've been aware of it and been noticing things that do make me anxious in a workplace, it really is just the social side of things. The work itself, fear of failure also sometimes, but more so, I'm more accepting of failing now. It's more so the socializing, and if people are like, oh my god, she's such a freak, you know, even though they're not going to do that, I would hope. I know I wouldn't do that, so yeah. But accepting yourself and liking yourself really helps a lot with the social anxiety side, because you're kind of like, well, if they don't like me, it's kind of on them. It's not as if I'm going to do anything wrong necessarily to them. I might be different and they mightn't get that I don't talk all the time, but accepting that that's okay actually. Some days I'm more social than others, and there's nothing wrong with being quiet if you're doing your work, you know, that kind of way. But anyway, yeah, main point, I am going to my pole dancing class. I'm really excited. Until then though, I don't know if anyone's seen the meme of Silence of the Lambs where he's just standing there and it's like me waiting for my appointment, not knowing what to do until 1:30 p.m. when the appointment is. Yeah, that is literally me until 6 p.m. I have stuff to do, but I'm like, what do I do first? And like, what if that takes so long that I don't have time to come back and then make dinner and then go to the appointment, you know? Or the appointment, oh my god, the class. I'm dressing different. I haven't worn this in ages, this tracksuit. Got it on Boohoo and it's actually too big for me, but I'm liking that. I'm liking the oversized clothes recently. That comes with not feeling as comfortable in my body. But even when I have been slimmer than this, I have loved baggy clothes anyway, to be honest. I just feel so comfy in them. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shop, grab 2 dinners for the next 2 days, grab some breakfast stuff and lunch stuff for the next few days for work, and then I'm gonna come back, make dinner so it's done for when I get home. Might probably have a snack before I go to the class, depending. I don't want to get a stitch or feel really bloated either. I'll see, I might just have a smoothie actually because there's one in the fridge. That's today's plan. I've already cleaned. I'm trying to hoover every day because it just makes it easier. You know, I hate when there's any speck of dirt on the floor, so I saw it today and I was like, ugh. But it's kind of better to clean as you go anyway, because then you're not doing like a big clean. So I hoovered, showered during the day, second time in the last week. I've showered during the day, which normally I'm like, that's it. That was a long chat for no reason. Isn't that right, Duke? Isn't that right? Huh? Oh, okay. You see, you don't do that because I'm gonna be covered in hair now by the time I leave also. Who cares? I do. Right. I am just back from my first pole dancing class. That was like invigorating. I can't even put into words how good I feel after that. The people, first of all, what I had to worry about was absolutely nothing. The instructor, so nice, so talented. Actually, oh god, I think this is far too wet. I think I overloaded the washing machine again. Shocker. Yeah, I did. We touched on flare movements, which my arms are not able. I've never done any type of pole dancing before, so everything was new, but with good instruction I picked it up. Not like perfectly or anything, obviously. It was an instant love, you know what I mean? It didn't take me long to be like, okay, I'm obsessed. And I've just been buzzing since. Like, it's one thing enjoying the class, but the way it made me feel made me just love it even more. My arms are in bits, but I am enjoying the feeling of them being in bits, I think. For anyone that's interested, it's located in the Nest in Sligo on Quay Street, beside Northwest Hospice charity shop and Domino's. I'm gonna get some dinner on. I'm starving. Probably gonna eat before Jay comes home. That's how hungry I am. I do have a smoothie and a Nature Valley bar. They're protein bars. They probably are full of sugar, peanut and chocolate. They're so good though, and this is my last one, so I'm thinking I'll keep it for work tomorrow.
it is me. I have no eyebrows currently, so that's hilarious. I've got a lovely breakout, red as because it is roasting in here, which I enjoy as well. I'm currently starving. Dinner is just going on now, courtesy of Jacob, aka Jake, and I am living what some would think as the high life, curling my hair and putting rollers in it. But I was working today and I don't really feel like doing this, but there's always a but. No. There is a St. Paddy's Day festival this weekend, and of course I'm not going. I am not waiting for the live music days. I'm going tomorrow out with my brother, and I am preparing by curling my hair. So because I have work again tomorrow till 5, could be finished at 4:30, we'll see, but 5, let's say, and after that I have a pole dancing class, so I need to basically, if I want to go out straight away, which I do, I don't want to have to come back to the house, I am gonna have to be ready for going out before the pole dancing class. So I plan on finishing work or putting no makeup on for work, just some body illuminating stuff from Sosumi, so I don't look like a fucking corpse. Then I'm going to get changed or do my makeup, probably in a pub, not drinking obviously because I have my class, but I'm going to get like a blackcurrant, hydrate myself and do my makeup before my class, which I have an hour to waste. Then I'm going to get changed, go into my class and do that, and then after my class I'm going to bring my clothes with me to go out in and get changed and go out, or I'm going to go to my class, come home, eat and get changed and then go out, and I feel like that's exactly what I want to do. I'm gonna die now with the smell of this. We are in March. I'm excited. I don't remember there was one of these last week. There was one of these last year, but I don't remember it being as big or something. Like, it didn't seem as huge, but this time around I feel like everyone's discussing it and everyone's like, oh my god, are you going? Well, like all 2 people that have asked me, but I don't know how this flash is going to make me look, nor do I care very much. I probably will when I look back at it. My period is coming, like probably within the next few days. I actually don't know specifically. I know I recently checked and it was 7, so it's a lot less than that. And today, like, do you ever feel like you're just like, it's like irritation, but you're not actually annoyed? Like there's nothing you're actually really annoyed over, but I wouldn't even say annoyed. It's like overstimulated. And everything I look at is like, oh, I still haven't done that. I still haven't got that. And not in an ungrateful way. I am so grateful, but it's like I can't feel it up here, but I am. I have had such a lovely day. That's what I'm saying. Like I went into, first of all, we had a quite slow morning, which bothered me, even though I've been craving having a slow morning. In the moment, I was just like, oh my God, everything's taking so long. Like the day's going to be gone. We need to get into town. Then we got into town and I felt like we were rushing. And then I felt if we were taking too much time, I was like, come on, let's go. And then we got food, which was so lovely. And I really tried to be present during that because, like, sitting down, obviously, I got like a minute to be like, oh, okay, whoa. And I was like looking at my food and being like, where did this come from? Like the pasta, the chicken. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't think about that. But try to be mindful of what I'm eating and how tasty it was and stuff. I had read something like that in the mindfulness journal when you're eating. Really good book for anyone that, like, it just brings you back down to earth, even reading the mindfulness practices in it. There's lovely quotes in it as well. I spent a bit of time there, went like through my wardrobe. I just fixed the bottom area. I'm looking, hoping, manifesting, getting, hopefully soon. I'm not even getting. I wouldn't like to say need either. I have a perfectly fine wardrobe, but I would like to get a different. I'd like to get a chest of drawers because I have so many clothes that the way that wardrobe is, they're all just kind of squished in, and there's like, how would you say it? Like two piles at the back and two piles at the front, and I can't see anything I have. And when I can't see something, I'll just forget. You know what I mean? So I'm here wearing the 3-4 jumpers that are at the front of my pile, the 3-4 pairs of jeans that are at the front of my pile, maybe just one pair of those jeans, because like it's all I could see, and rather than taking them out every time and putting them back, I'm just grabbing the easiest thing, which has been the same stuff. And just mentally looking at that is like, you know. But I'm going to sit down now and have some time by myself because it's been quite a while, really, with the way things have worked. Like our schedules, me and Jake, usually it would be the opposite. We'd have no time together, but recently we have been like, I finish work at 5 and he's been off some of the days that I have, and we've got loads of time together, which is class. But then come the weekend, I'd spend it with my friends. I'm not complaining, but I am. But I know that like the things I'm complaining about are actually things that are great. You know, having a house too clean is great. Having food to cook is great. Having clothes too tidy is great. I'm so glad I came on, and actually I'm saying this out loud because it's when you're in the moment yourself and in your head, or more so when your body is giving you those feelings of like, oh, overwhelm. You're like, you can't even process, like you can't think the way that the thoughts that I just said out loud. Like, I guess I haven't really been scheduling stuff in my diary either, so that's led to a sense of like things building up in my head that I'm like, oh, like Mother's Day, let's just example, that's coming up. I have 2-3 ideas in my head of what I want to do, and I've just been thinking about it and not doing anything. Today took action, looked up something that I'm not going to say on camera because obviously I don't want my mom to know. Even if she doesn't watch it, I still I'm not going to take the risk. Looked something up, have it now written down on my notes app. I have about 4 different things, maybe 5, that I want to transfer into my diary. Once I write them down, it's going to be like, oh, because I'm not, it's like the thought of forgetting them, or the thought of not doing them, or for it to be on that list on my phone for so long and I keep forgetting, that drives me. Not even drives me insane. I'm trying to, and have been getting better, but trying to still get better actually doing rather than just thinking about or writing down. I've been really consistent and good with like things I have to do, but have kind of started to slip on things that I want to do again. Like editing, I'm going to sit down after I do my journaling thing, I'm going to sit and edit, even if it's for half an hour, because I wanted to, rather than focusing on things I have to do. Like there's washing to be folded out there. I've nearly started doing it. I was just like, no, it's late, it's fine, you have all day tomorrow. I'm very much someone who feels like they never have enough time, and when they do have too much time, they're trying to fill that time, and not with things that I want to do. Tomorrow we're scheduling things that I want to do. It's going to be a very relaxing day. Get the active stuff done in the morning, walk, probably some yoga, maybe cook dinner, have it ready, done. Evening time, come 3-4, nothing. Prepare for the next day for work. After that, nothing. And I am going to actually probably schedule it time, like by time. I know Keela Moncrief says she does that because otherwise she finds it easier for her brain to do stuff when she has like a time schedule. Or with house chores example, I feel like you get a bit of resentment towards other people when you're not doing the things you want to do, even though no one is forcing you to do the house stuff. There is a certain sense or a certain feeling of, I have to do that right now. Like I came in today, looked after we had been in town, had a lovely time. We got some new stuff for the house. Didn't acknowledge that when I got in. No, I went straight to my wardrobe to put my jumper away. Yeah, my jumper. Looked at my wardrobe, I was like, oh my God, no, I'm doing that now. Took everything out, folded back up, and just, there's sort of been a lack, there hasn't been a lack of time for mindfulness. I've not been making enough time for just some mindfulness, just some sitting, being, thinking, reflecting. I have noticed that walking is great for me in that way. But also just sitting down, writing some stuff out, writing how my day's gone, to actually go, oh God, like I actually have done a lot today. No wonder I'm tired. Or God, I didn't do much today and I feel really like relaxed and chill. Maybe I need to do more of that. Just for reflection. I'm gonna stop talking now. This has gone on like, I don't know, probably more than 5 minutes. here to attack. We protect.
Why did you do that?
Hello?